It truly is the end of an era for me because I will be saying goodbye to my current Lego room slash bedroom slash childhood home. In a couple of weeks, I will be moving out, and it is by far the most exciting and daunting and terrifying thing that I have ever done in my life. Not only am I just moving out of my parents' house, I am actually moving overseas to the other side of the world. Where exactly am I going though? None other than Florida in the United States. For anyone though who wants a little bit more backstory, basically for almost a year now, I have been thinking about putting in a visa application in order to get a work visa. I really started seriously considering this around Brickworld Chicago last year. In fact, I actually talked to a couple of my friends at the time about what I was thinking, and the whole process and thought was really daunting but also really exciting. And ever since I was the age of 14, I knew I wanted to move overseas. However, for anyone like me who doesn't live in the US, you would know that that country is incredibly hard to get into. So I was taking a massive risk in putting forward this application, and it took a very long time and was very scary because basically I had to show the government that I was super special and super extraordinary, and basically had to summarize my entire career doing Lego YouTube to show them that I was like good enough to be let in. Every single brand contract that I have ever done, every single highest performing video, every single piece of evidence basically to say that I am like the best Lego content creator essentially. And I had a lot of imposter syndrome throughout this whole process. It was very, very daunting because I just didn't believe it myself. And if I didn't believe it myself, how was I going to convince other people that? Very much though, that has always been a me issue, and the fact that this has happened and everything has been approved, I mean, really just goes to show that I severely doubt myself and I need to, you know, be a bit nicer. At the time of filming this, I still haven't had the interview portion that I need to do where they'll basically like ask me a couple questions, take my passport and stamp it in, but I actually had to print out my entire like application and petition. So I thought I would show you just how thick this stash of paper is. This is ridiculous. So I've been keeping this a secret over the last couple of months because I really didn't want to say anything until it was completely confirmed. But now that this is all happening, I am really excited to share it with you. Why am I moving? Well, like I said, I've always wanted to move overseas since the age of 14. For a very long time, I thought it was going to be the UK. Like, I was convinced. I went on a solo trip there by myself, and you know, it's a great country. I love it there. I have tons of family there, but that is just not the direction that my life was heading in. And thanks to Lego YouTube as well, I have met so many people and made so many close friends in the US, and also just from like a career standpoint, the US is the place to be. That's why you see a ton of musicians and actors and just like general influencers moving there in general. Especially from a Lego standpoint, there is a higher chance of me finding a set earlier. I know that's like a really pathetic reason, but it's true. Bricklink stores, there are so many more Bricklink stores in the US with so many more parts and like older parts as well. So that's really helpful. Brand sponsorships and like all those types of opportunities, like going to an event or getting something. And specifically with me as well, like I'm gonna go to Florida. I have friends there. I have a network there. There is Disney World there. So I'm very excited. As a massive fan of Disney, I am absolutely buying an annual pass the second I can. Also from a convention standpoint, it will kind of alleviate some of that pressure because it's gonna be a lot more local to me. Unfortunately, I am moving the furthest distance away from my immediate family as I possibly could. I'll be closer to my extended family, which is nice. If you had told me that I was moving to the US in 2020, I would not believe you genuinely, just because of how daunting the US immigration is. So the fact that this is happening is just a really, really exciting thing for me, and it just completely takes me out of my comfort zone. I could not be more excited, as much as I am a little bit scared. Like in my head at the moment, like I know I'm moving, but like I woke up this morning, I was like, I don't think it's actually completely sunk in that I am moving. Like there's part of me that just kind of feels like it's going to be an extended vacation, but I think that is partially due to the fact that I already have flights booked to come home at Christmas time, so maybe that's contributing to it. But it also explains a lot why my uploads over the last year, and especially the last couple of months, have been like significantly reduced, is because I'm trying to deal with all of this moving things. I have to pack up a ton of my stuff. There is also a very large amount of stuff that I can't bring with me, so it almost feels like I'm kind of restarting my collection from the ground up, even though that's not true. I already like packed my Harry Potter minifigures actually the other day, but there are so many sets that I am leaving behind and won't have access to, so it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period over the next couple of months. But I'm really excited for the potential of just like what I'm able to create, who I'm able to collab with, the experiences that I'm going to be able to do. I cannot believe that this is actually happening. Thank you to every person as well who helped out with this application, to all of my friends who signed off on expert letters. I am so grateful, and not only them, but to you personally watching this. Like, without your support, watching my videos, pressing the like button, following me on different platforms, I would not have been able to do this application. My following counts, my view counts, like that is all submitted as evidence. Like, it's ridiculous. Any of the sponsorships that I have taken, like they are all submitted with evidence. I really wanted to give you a heads up though, because my content is gonna be all over the place while I kind of do this whole move and settle in. Like, this is a really big life change. Like, I don't think there is anything bigger than you can do than moving, especially moving overseas. So please bear with me. Yeah, thanks for listening to my rambly update. I don't really know how to end this video, but yeah, it's very exciting. I'll be moving at the end of May. Thank you so much for all of your constant support, and I cannot wait for this new era. Okay, bye.